box out of his hands and say, absolutely fucking not?
You can try that. Good luck with it. You ever tried knock drugs out of a crackhead's hands? It's like it's not going to work too well.
Okay, fine.
All
I'm
of a
going to
sudden
put my
become
hand on the
ninjas.
box and say, remember you being a child? Has this ever worked for you as a child?
Yeah, she
No,
was
it's
probably
an
taking
adult
drugs
age.
as a child.
Probably.
Aaron, are you doing something wonky with your camera? Or am I just on my end seeing it? You're like zooming in, zooming out, zooming in, zooming out.
It's weird that you say that, Chris, because you were black and white a minute ago for me.
Okay, glad it wasn't the only one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Was I really?
yeah,
Yeah, you're like a weird sepia tone.
you're back to normal on my screen now.
Hang on.
Yeah.
The new
Yeah.
race.
It's fucking cold in my room. I need a hoodie.
Oh, dude, I have a fucking
I got my
robe on right
jammies
now.
on.
I have my robe over there.
I have
That's
my
too much right now.
sushi sauce. I'm happy.
Is that better?
Yes. But let's see what Adria says.
It's just a lighting situation.
Sweet.
Yeah, you're doing some kind of weird in-out thing. It's like a zoom pull, zoom pull.
Not though.
Must be on my end then.
Are you waiting on me?
No, not really.
Okay. Okay, hold on.
Talking
I
about
fixed it.
Chris is changing.
Chris is
this
currently
thing.
tripping on something because my camera's
Yeah.
doing it.
I wish I was tripping on something. That'd be right nice right about now. Alrighty then. So
There, you can. Let me see if I can.
Oh.
that is strange.
Ooh.
What is going on with that?
Mhm.
Weird.
That is really weird.
Yeah.
Huh. I'm having some weirdly weird issues with my internet, so who fucking knows anymore? You know?
Hey, IP release. I got it written
renew.
down.
I mean, we can hear you, and that's what matters.
There you go. Right? You guys want to look at my
Everything-
beautiful face? I mean, come on.
You're fine on my phone.
Okay.
I mean, we can see you too. Just the color's wonky.
All right. So I'm not gonna make this whole thing go out the entirety of the journey there. That would just
Whoa.
be fucking pointless, right? That would suck. What?
Sorry, my phone did something weird. It's fine.
Now I'm self-conscious about this shit now. Thanks, dude.
No, it wasn't you. It was my phone. Did weird things. That's all.
Copy that. Alrighty. After your little fight in the woods or outside the village, I'm gonna assume you guys took a good long rest and started healing yourselves up.
Yeah.
Okay. Who kept watch the first night?
I
It
was
was
Assuming
4
also you guys
hours.
are in Mungus, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
me and Tizier first, and
Oh,
then the
yeah.
whole fighting started, and then Florian and Rena came out, and then fight happened.
Okay.
I only need 4 hours, so
I need all 4 of you to roll me a 20.
straight 20.
Okay.
Straight 20, no modifiers, nothing. Just tell me the number.
Well, we're off to a good start in 2021.
17!
wait, no. I thought it was a 1, but it's actually a
He's my
7.
big
It just
one.
looks like a 1.
God, this is so great.
Crystal, your dice does not work. I got a 6.
Oh, you were supposed to do a warm-up roll.
Oh, can I
Yeah.
do it?
And you're supposed to like love on them a little bit. You gotta be like,
Right? Gotta break them in.
yeah.
There
Alright,
we
so
go.
that's 7, 17. What was yours, Adria?
7.
7.
It
Crystal,
didn't
what
like
was
my
yours?
love, so I'm not gonna use that one for a little bit.
16.
16.
Not 6.
Okay. Crystal and Aaron, neither one of you experienced any weirdness in your sleep. Though, Aaron, you do kind of wake up as if you felt like you had a smothering dream. Do you ever have one of those? You wake up and you're like going,
Someone's
"Oh,
pressing
I
on
can't
you.
breathe, something's pressing on you. In
Yeah.
your case, it felt like something was surrounding you and you couldn't figure it out. But you woke up and you have no recollection of your dream. Adria, you dreamt that you were trying to talk and no one was listening. over and over and over again. Sindel, your dream, you're in an old, very dusty, very musty, almost like a tomb. Very sliver of light coming through. You see a shadow figure embedded into the rock, and suddenly scurrying over the shadow figure. That scurrying little object jumps right at you, and you wake up. Those are your dreams. The next day,
Is there a TV going on in the background?
Yeah, here's some TV.
Oh, that's actually my boyfriend. He's being loud as fuck right now because he's drunk
Tell
and
him
playing
to turn it
WoW.
off. Me and him are gonna fight.
Ha! That would be funny.
Yeah.
I love him, but he doesn't realize how loud he is.
I have the same problem, so.
Get him.
hang on, let me just Shazam the song.
Yeah, we're definitely blaming you, Chris, for all of our problems.
What? Oh, where'd she go?
She
I'm
is
back.
gonna go yell at her boy.
I
Or
just-
she probably.
Hopefully that'll help.
These are my new dice.
Ooh!
Amethyst.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I've always
my
wanted gemstone dice.
Pretty.
I love my new dice, by the way. They're so goddamn
Same.
pretty.
Mine are
Love
so
that.
pretty and shiny, pink and sparkly. I love it.
Adrian,
Nice.
Chris, did you guys get yours?
I did not.
You get them from Aaron.
I haven't
Where's
dropped
that
them off to Chris's yet.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I've been bad and lazy.
No,
okay.
it's COVID
Been
and nasty
crazy.
weather.
Lately.
And
Because
Christmas
Just
week and holidays and how much snow did you guys get?
a lot.
too much.
Like
Yeah.
6 to 8 inches in a
Holy
night.
shit.
Christmas Day, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day was nasty as hell.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
bad.
Fuck that.
So see, the thing is that even though I had all the issues with my roommate being COVID positive and all that shit, my family, because the weather was so bad, didn't want me driving back to my boyfriend's house, so they actually let me stay there for the night.
Aw.
It
That's
took
good.
a 20-minute drive, took almost an hour and 15 minutes to get there.
Yep. Hey.
Working on them. I'm working
I love
on
it. Dude, if you can get the scars down, like, kudos, man.
I've been trying to figure out how to do that, so I might actually take a hot needle and burn the scars in,
Oh.
then kind of like whitewash them. That might work.
That would be
But,
You
uh,
could
cool.
always use watercolor paints or something like
Yeah.
that.
Problem is, at that level of a detail, it's a pain in the balls. So,
Really?
but since you,
Pain in
since,
the balls.
Mackenzie, since you told everyone your Christmas gift for everyone,
Yeah,
I'm going to tell you my Christmas gift for you guys. You are all getting a set of your characters painted.
Yay.
So it's going to take me a little time. I'm hoping to get it all done before term starts on the 19th.
Hey, that's my birthday.
Happy birthday!
So, Crystal, you
I will send you Taco
make you a
Bell.
character.
I'll find a
That way I
picture.
can print them up, man.
I have my character made. I just need to find you some type of picture.
Okay. I need the STL file. So
Okay.
that way I can 3D print it. It's a pain in the ass to do it the other way. Alrighty then. The next day it is raining.
Oh.
Listen, I just worked all day in the rain. This is terrible news.
Oh no, yeah, I know. But the dice don't lie. The dice control everything.
How dare they?
Just roll low.
Oh, we're doing.
Make the progress on the road.
I also just got a rain alert on my phone for right now, too. So, thanks.
Like, too much like.
I'm here for you, man. I'm here for you. So you progress through most of the day. It's pretty much fine. I mean, the kids are in the back. You guys want to talk to them, do anything while you're on the road? Jazir and Florian are both one's on point, one's in behind. Jazir's in the back, in the rear, pulling guard, while Florian's in the front, leading everyone to where he knows to go because he lives there. You guys don't want to do anything. It's an uneventful day. You have no surprises. You have no attacks. Nothing crazy. You pass a few people here and there, but not a whole lot. Is there anything you want to do while you're on the road right now? Or you set up camp for the night?
I don't know. Because I really don't want to. I don't know if they know anything else because we kind of like dug everything we could out of them.
Yeah,
Right?
seriously.
The docs. Oh, you know what? I will ask the children if they had any dreams.
Okay.
Okay. You asked the bigger kid if he dreamt anything, and no, I slept very well. Very, very well.
I would
Thank you
like
for
to
your
make sure
hospitality.
that he is telling the truth.
Okay. How you want to test it?
Insight check, I guess. I don't
Roll me an
know.
insight.
18.
You think he's lying through his teeth because you remember hearing him tossing and turning and talking in his sleep, saying words you didn't really understand. It's mostly because he was mumbling them. Not that he was speaking some kind of weird language or anything like that. He just was mumbling in his sleep. The smaller kid just doesn't even say anything at you. Just looks at you like he could kill you.
Oh.
Nothing new.
Not like he's going to kill you, like I want to murder you, but more like I don't trust you. Don't come near me. This is obviously a streetwise kid who has probably more than once gone through some really rough shit. So his wariness of adults are kind of he's on guard.
Okay. Well, I want to like level with him. Be like,
Okay.
look, I don't want to necessarily come out right and say I'll tell you about my dream if you tell me about your dreams, but like I'm gonna just say like, well, I know you were sleeping uncomfortably and talking in your sleep, so like I know you're lying to me there, bud.
Because I wasn't intentional. I just don't remember anything.
Insight check again, maybe.
Go for it.
Not as good. That's only a 10.
Yeah, he rolled a 10 too, so I'm calling that's a draw. You can't really tell if he's telling you the truth or not. He might be. He might not be. You don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to Crystal and say, maybe some detect thoughts would help with this. If you have the spell slot to burn.
I think I can help with this unless they want to be honest. I mean,
I have a feeling that neither of them are gonna say.
all right.
But I mean,
Sneaky
you can
shits.
try to. If they're not gonna talk to me and my insight checks failed and I didn't get nothing from them, you can always try. And if you use the text thoughts at the same time,
That's true. That's
then you're.
true.
So
I just looked at what that did too. Hang on. I'm like double sure I'm reading the right thing.
It's perfect for intimidation stuff. And no, not for intimidation. For it starts with an I.
insight.
No, it's like
And
interview. But
interrogation.
That's it. Thank you. You would think English would be my first language. And my only language.
All right, wisdom saving throw. If you probe deeper. Okay. All right, that makes more sense now. Okay, cool. All right, that's up to you. You guys want to do it?
Might as well.
Tell me. Okay. Which
You
one are you
could
doing it
always-
on?
Did you want to pry it first, like just talking, or do you want to go straight for detect thoughts?
I'll try just talking first.
Damn, I like that song. Okay. I miss going to goth clubs.
That sounds fun.
Oh, you have no idea.
That
I'll have to
sounds
send
so
you
fun.
photos. I'll have to send you photos.
Let's just go to one.
I am so excited because Death Guild is in San Francisco. And
Who?
I didn't get to go. Death Guild, the oldest running golf club in America. Second oldest in the world.
Wow. That sounds dope.
That's in
Dude.
LA, right?
No, it's in San Francisco.
Cisco, which was the one I went to in LA in Melrose. I don't know. I was really high on drugs, so I couldn't.
Drugs?
A whole
Drugs.
I
box
mean-
of drugs that night, dude.
That's gonna be my goal.
Right? All right. So I will have to make a trip out there to just go to that because
Right?
fuck yeah, dude. When
I
things are
mean-
normal, preface that. Alrighty.
Ugh. Right?
Okay. What do you want to say to him? Who are you talking to first?
Let me talk to the older one because the little one's a shit.
I got something for him.
What you got for him? Alright, what do you
Oh,
want
I
to
was
say?
just. We're going with Crystal first.
I'm gonna ask basically the same things she did. You know.
Ask if he dreamt.
Yep.
He kind of looks at you wary for a minute. He's like, "Why are you so curious about my dreams?"
Because honestly, when something weird happens, we need to know. It happened to us too.
I don't really remember my dreams. I try not to.
Like all the time.
They're mostly not very good.
Mm.
I'm sorry, I'm not
Usually
laughing.
dream
I
about.
saw your cat jump up, and I was like, that's...
I'm now sad
Starving,
because the child is sad.
Searching for food. Starving.
I mean,
That's how it is in East Village.
mm,
Yeah, roll an insight check on him.
yeah, I did. I rolled a 15.
You get from this what he's saying. You think he's telling the truth. You
Mm,
know, you've heard stories
yeah.
and you've
Well,
seen
I mean,
it firsthand.
just because you don't usually remember your dreams doesn't mean you don't remember this time.
That surprised the DM. Damn.
Ooh. He kind of clambers up a little bit and he's like, I really don't want to talk about that. Just I don't want to. I don't like it. I don't like it. Can we talk about anything else?
I understand it's not very pleasant. Ours weren't either. But if we're going to figure out what's going on, we need everybody's input.
It was just the hunger. The
Just
never
constant.
ending hunger. The searching for food. He trails off for a little bit. He goes, the things you do when you're hungry.
I can only imagine the terrible things you've experienced in your short life.
I don't want to do this. Can I do something else? Make firewood, do something.
I rolled a 17. I'm going to guess that he was telling the truth, but insight.
Oh, he was telling you the truth, but you can't shake the nagging feeling that there is something else going on here. You can't put your finger on it. This is the bigger kid now.
Yeah.
And
gonna
I
be
just
like-
got the notification that snow's starting. Wonderful.
Yes.
I'll be like, all right, kiddo. Thank you for being open and honest with me.
Oh, you're welcome. Are we gonna be? Is there food every night?
Yes, there's food every night.
You see a
There's a
relief
place
on his
to
face.
sleep.
You see a relief on his face.
There's a place to sleep every night. And hopefully, we don't get attacked every night. So
Roll me a 20. It's your perception. Add whatever bonuses you have to it.
14 plus 5, so 19.
There was a weird look in his eyes. Brief, but it's gone.
Hmm.
Who do you want to talk to
Okay.
next? You want to talk to the other kid?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. All right, you go over to the smaller child. As a reminder, he's got more of an olive complexion, black hair, curly black hair, long, nasty. His clothes are still filthy as hell. Every time Florian walks past him, Florian always goes, "Ugh, dirty humans. I can never stand the smell of dirty humans."
He's such a dick. Okay.
How rude.
Wait till you meet his father.
Oh,
Oh,
lovely.
no.
Oh Lord.
My father.
drafting your parents in the worst way possible, man.
I'm really excited.
I can't
now.
wait for this shit.
God.
In fact, it'll
Not
probably
gonna
be
be
next
happy.
session. You meet your family, because I don't think it's gonna be at maybe either next session or session after. One of the two. I want you to get them quickly. So I want you guys to hit this milestone. It's important, and you will be emotionally drained when it's done. I assure you.
Lovely.
Thanks for
So-
the warning. I can prepare the walls
Yeah, heads
of my
up,
heart.
man. I put a lot of thought into this.
I'm
Alrighty,
so excited.
what do you want to say to the little one?
Well, first of all, since they stanky,
It's keep in mind this is a kid who looks like he's 5 years old,
I
but
know.
acts like he's 9.
So he's 5 going on 25?
Did we
You
pass
guys really
by
don't
any
know.
places we could have picked them up clothes at?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you guys have been taking care of him. You know,
Okay.
Yeah.
like
As if
doing the
they-
decent thing. You know,
All right.
but he still kind of gives you this look of wariness, like what he's waiting for. From what you gather, even without an insight check, he's waiting for the other shoe to drop. You know,
All right. So I'm going to have Big Dragon Guy go with the two of them down to whatever creek or whatever's nearby so they can bathe.
I will
I'm
go
not
too
going.
because I have so much blood on me.
okay, so who's
I guess I'll
going
go
down to
too.
the nearest lake or creek with Tazir?
With the clean clothes so they can put on clean clothes when they're done. And giving them soap because I do have
Okay.
that.
Do you go with him, Z?
Yeah, might as well.
Me too.
All right. Tazir essentially frog stomp marches them all the way to the nearest little. It's a small little creek. Not that flowing, not that great, not that big, but it's big enough to where you could drown somebody in it, right? He looks at the older kid and just points to the water. The older kid has a look on his face and he starts taking off all his clothes, and Tazir just grabs him and just throws him the whole thing in. Tazir looks at the little one. The little one points to the water. The little one just kind of looks at him for a brief second and just does this. Tazir grins, laughs, grabs a little shit by the back of his neck, and just throws him in the water. The little one, when he hits the water, Mackenzie, Crystal, roll your insights and perception. And perception.
13.
Should I roll again? Because I.
Okay. 18 total.
18 total.
Okay, let's see.
13.
13. Sindel, you don't notice it as much, but Crystal, you do. There's a power dynamic going on between these two.
The kid or Tazir?
The kids.
The kids?
Between the kids.
Okay.
Oh no, Tazir is standing there, literally doing his intimidation thing. Big, bulky, scarred, dragonborn barbarian. You know, looking at him like he's going to stomp the shit out of him. But the little one seems to be more afraid of the water. Not afraid, but more anxious. He quickly
I'm
does
gonna
what he has to
give
do.
them the soap.
Yeah.
Be like,
he tries to
"Use
get
this."
out of the water. You hand him the soap, and Tazir is standing behind you, just kind of looking down at him. And the kid's making sure they keep a good distance from each other. The little one is staying in a more shallow area as he's cleaning off. The bigger one seems to be very thankful and grateful. You know.
And then I'm gonna give them something to dry off with and clean clothes.
Okay. That in itself is an ordeal. Again, the bigger one is very, very grateful. Thank you so much. I've never known such kindness. The little one is giving you daggers. Like he just doesn't trust you.
Did we find out their names?
You guys never asked.
At this point, I'm gonna ask their names.
I was waiting on that. I mean, as far as I remember, you never asked.
We know one of them. Yeah, we do. We
What was the
know.
fir-
One of
which
them's
one was it?
Michelle, the
Yep.
older one. And
older
then the
one.
little shit didn't give us his name.
Okay.
And you know Michelle, but you don't know the
Okay.
little ones.
Okay.
Yay, I can do what I want to do.
All right.
Is shit like giving us a hard time? Like,
They're not really
Still-
giving you a hard time so much as
The
they're
little
just trying to
shit
keep their
is.
distance from each other. The little shit is very standoffish.
Like, is he not getting into clean clothes? Yet?
I can't hear you.
What now?
Check to make sure your connection is secure in your headphones. It's plugged in right. You sound like you're a
You
distance.
sound far away.
Something happens right.
There you go. You're much better.
I was talking softly. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
So, can I do something real quick? Since
Yeah.
I just rolled something lovely. So I want to use intimidation on the kid, on the little shit,
Okay.
just to be a dick. I want to put a flower crown on his head and stick my tongue out at him, and then just leave. Because I'm a dork.
You don't have to roll an intimidation for that, but yeah, you can
Oh,
do
I
it.
did. I did.
What'd you roll?
Hang on, I gotta add my shit to it. Oh, 26.
A what?
26.
I mean,
Damn.
yeah, you intimidate the fuck out of them.
Do intimidation.
So much so to the point where Jazir looks at you like he's impressed. You just intimidated two little boys. Way to go.
Little kid.
I know, man. I'm not messing with you. He doesn't give a shit. He's like,
Okay.
whatever. All right, you guys march yourselves back up to the.
I gave him a little flower crown, though.
You gave him a flower crown, and you gave
The
him the
little
look of death.
Yeah.
You know, as if he doesn't do
Um,
this, you're gonna fuck his world up.
I
Doesn't
don't know
really
what
go
to
hand in
talk.
hand with gifting so much. That's kind of like more of a you're gonna do this, or I'm shoving my sword up your ass kind of a mentality. You know?
It's payback for when he intimidated me.
Okay. Alrighty. So you guys march back up to camp with two clean little boys, which is a feat on itself.
All
Having
right.
been a little boy, I can tell you that's not an easy thing to do.
Having two nephews, I can agree.
You're gonna
Um,
shit, man.
uh,
Question is, if you want to keep their old clothes or just want to chuck them? They're just old rags.
gonna check those fucking things.
All right, cool deal.
Get them dinner, and I'm gonna ask little shit before I hand him his dinner. I'm gonna be like, "What's your name?"
He kind of looks at you for a long, long moment. I don't have a name.
Well, what would you like us to call you?
What does it matter what you call me? You're gonna do what you want to do, regardless.
Douchebag. That's what we're gonna call you.
Oh my god.
We're all
Like,
going to hell.
I was never given a name. I don't have a name. I don't
Is
care
there a
what
name you
call me.
like? All right.
Roll an insight check too.
Everybody?
No, just whoever's listening. If you guys are there at the camp and you're listening, roll an insight check.
Okay. I'm doing it. It's not gonna be good, but it's my inside shit.
Ooh,
I
was a good one.
Shit today. Oh my
I
god.
got a 16 without any modifiers.
I got a
16?
6 with my modifier.
6,
I got a 21.
21, and
Fuck
11.
yeah.
Aaron and Adria, you both swear you think you hear a lot of pain when he says that. But then it's gone.
Emotional pain, I'm assuming.
You think so?
Well, have some dinner. I want to talk to you when you're done.
He scarfs that shit down like it's all going out of style. I mean, like by the time before you're even done turning around, he's done eating. He's just, and you've seen this before. This is like the results of starvation. You know, to where you don't get enough, so you have to hoard it all so you can store it inside you.
Mhm.
Kid, he's
Kinda
gonna
looks
throw
at you.
up.
He's like, what do you want? Why are you doing this? What do you want?
Why are we doing this? Well,
I'd have to look at the notes.
To prove that they're not getting the aid they need to from Florian and Cindel's parents, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you tell him?
No, I'm
not
just saying
quite.
that that's what
No.
why we're actually doing it. But
Yeah, that's
That's
why
why
you're
we're-
doing.
okay.
And also because they might know something. Why was the docks important?
Because that's where the sarcophagi and all this shit were
Mm-hmm.
coming from.
It was the vision. There was a vision.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Who had the vision?
It was the older kid,
little.
bigger kid.
That was the little one.
I thought it was a little one.
Oh, never
Oh
mind.
no, Detect Thoughts. I don't remember which one had it.
One of the kids did it.
I thought it was the little one, and the older one we thought was probably human.
Oh no,
Maybe.
big dots. It's big kids. Oh no, it's both of them actually.
Okay. Why? Well, there's a couple reasons. One, because whether you know it or not, you guys know something that we need passed on to our employer. Two, because no one should live in that type of squalor, and the person who's been sending aid there, apparently the aid hasn't been getting there, and we need you guys to tell that person.
You want me to die then?
Why is that?
Everyone knows what's going on there.
At where?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the docks? The where?
Why
I'm
do you
sorry.
keep mentioning the dogs? He says. I don't
Is
want to
that-
think about that.
Is that what
And
you
when
asked,
when he
Crystal?
says that, you notice him look over at the bigger boy for a brief second with pure hate in his eyes.
Going on
That-
where?
Everyone knows that there's the graft is going on.
What's going on? You broke up.
Oh, he says, everyone knows about the graft. Everyone knows that you don't cross them.
Cross
When
two.
you're living out, I'm not saying their name. They might hear me. He kind of looks around for a brief second. I know that fear is irrational, and it makes no logical sense. But they're
All right.
mages.
Mages?
They have to be mages or sorcerers or something. Magic is involved. I know it. I can feel it.
Well, at least for right now, we're taking you because the woman who's been sending aid to that area needs to know that it hasn't been getting there and needs proof.
Roll your insight. Sorry, perception. God, I'm getting confused right now.
Sorry.
Georgie, take it in there.
17.
You see in his face a brief flicker of hope, but it's gone again.
Until then,
Where
we're
are
Take it
you
in there.
taking
Go
me?
show her.
Are you taking me back?
back where? To the town?
East Village.
No. No, we're not right now. And I don't think
But-
you're going to be going back there unless that's where you want to go.
I never
I
want to
mean-
go back there again.
We're taking you to what's the name of the place where Cindel's family is at?
You guys got to look it up because I don't have my notes with me.
Okay.
I'm looking.
We're taking
never
you to
told
blah blah
us.
blah.
Okay. To the Empire of the
told us.
Merchant King.
Oh yeah. Okay.
We're taking
I
you
put
to
that
see the
in-
Merchant Queen.
He looks at you briefly. I'm trying to think of the right word to say this. You can tell you're making headway, but you haven't broken through yet, because that same distrust crosses his eyes. He leans into you briefly as if he wants to say something to you, but then he pulls back. And he goes back to finishing what's left of his food and drinking the water. You're not gonna get anything out of him right anymore, not through direct interrogation.
In the meantime, it's going to be a couple weeks probably. I don't like leaving you guys tied up in the wagon. I don't. I think it's awful. if you guys will promise you don't try to run away, you can sit on the wagon. You can walk next to the wagon. You can wander the fuck off as much. You can wander around as much as you want. Just don't run off. Because it's going to be problems for me. I don't want to have to cast spells to find your asses.
And then, as you say that, you hear from behind you.
I don't want to send grumpy ass here after you.
When Grumpy Ass pulls his weapon out, slams it down, and slowly begins sliding a rock down it like out of Conan, sharpening his blade, staring at both the kids back and forth.
So
And you hear another voice going. You hear another voice from the far end of the room, a Fungus Mungus. I heard that the
Fungus Mungus?
Dragonborns they like the flesh of the young children. This is what I hear. I do not know if this is true or not. I'm only asking questions. But you looked about the right age to be pickled. Mm-hmm. You like that? That intimidates them enough to the point to where they're like,
I mean, every night's dinner, you have a warm place to sleep, and once all this is over, you go and do whatever you want to do.
Roll your insight, your perception one more time. Not roll your insight. This one would be insight.
16. I think that would be 18. Yes.
He wants to talk to you. You can tell. There's no doubt in your mind. He wants to talk to you, but you haven't broken down those barriers yet.
Only to
you would
only
think
to her?
that this is mostly to her because she's been working the most with him. Like whoever works with him, he's opening up more. He's getting more and more to where he doesn't feel like you're going to do something untoward to him.
Okay.
Like you're gonna do something like vile. The rain continues to pour as you guys take your various shifts and sleep. Okay, Aaron, Adria, and Crystal, roll me 20s.
No, I didn't win that.
It's a straight roll, correct?
Straight roll. Add nothing to it. A 3?
17.
17?
9.
No.
9. Aaron, again, you sleep with the feeling of suffocation. It's a little the same as it was last night. Adria, you still feel like you're in a conversation and no one's listening, right? Like you're trying to talk, but no one is wanting to hear what you have to say, and you feel as if when you're trying to communicate your idea or you communicate whatever, all you feel are emotions. You can't use your words. You can't use your hands. All you feel are emotions, and you are not listening. That's the weird part of the dream.
I'm not listening?
You feel like you're not listening to yourself.
Okay.
Crystal, you said you got a 3?
Yeah.
You have the most vivid dream next to Sindel, which we'll get to Sindel's in a minute. You are on a wide open field.
Mm-hmm.
And starlight's rather bright. The breeze is nice. Next to you is Midnight, the storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
You hear him whisper in your ear, neighing, but yet you understand his neighing.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find this story, won't we? I suspect that we will find the best story in all of our collections of stories. You from your people, me from my herd. I am looking forward to this adventure. Where are we? He asked you that question.
I tell him wherever the fuck we are on the trail to.
No. Where are we now? This is unnatural.
You're right. Dreamscape?
You don't
Can
know.
I roll to be able to tell that I'm in dreaming?
You would be at disadvantage.
That's fine.
Give it a shot, see what happens.
Okay.
Fuck, I love this song. I miss going to clubs.
Yeah, I probably don't. What would I be rolling?
See.
2 20s?
I would roll 2 20s, right? And what?
Wisdom. You're in a dreamscape and you're trying to get out of that dreamscape. That's a hard thing to do. What'd you get?
All right. It's just a flat roll.
Flat roll. Add your wisdom modifier. Nah, fuck it.
Be a 15. Would be the lower of the two. I rolled a 19.
This is not a normal dream.
A 13.
There's something too real about this. There's something ethereal about this. And the fact that your horse is there talking to you when you know for a fact that your horse can communicate with you, something's weird going on. Zendel, your dream. That's what your dream is, by the way, Crystal.
I need to roll or no?
Nope, you don't get to roll anymore. You're back in that same tomb, right? And as you approach the shadowy figure embedded in the stone in the distance, you see the little thing crawl. The little thing jumps at you. It looks like a small orb with thin tentacle legs. It plants itself over your eye. And as it pulls itself back, you see teeth open up. And teeth within inside and a little boring device come out of its mouth. And boom, you wake up. I have frozen expressions there. Love that. Okay. The next day, it is still fucking raining. And while you guys discuss your dreams, I have to pee. Am I back?
Okay.
So, Mackenzie, it sounds like this is exactly what happened when they took away your eye.
Yeah. Probably.
PTSD, my friend.
So I'm thinking
Subconscious
that
is a bitch.
all of these dreams are I would say obviously, I don't know, maybe not obviously, are about our personal backstories.
Mm-hmm.
So,
or what is going to perpetuate our going into everything. My character has a lot of PTSD too. Not gonna lie about it. So I'm not surprised that, she feels like there's this rock on her chest and all this shit. Her twin sister is a fucking psychopath, and that's putting it lightly.
And I'm not listening to myself. I accepted my shield, but I need to do more, I think. I can't talk. All I can feel is emotions.
It's like closer with Mother Tree, maybe.
Right. Like, you haven't opened the full lines of communication. It's there, but you have yet to tap into it fully.
I'm going to try to meditate here in a minute, I think.
Okay. Sounds like a solid game plan.
Well, obviously, Zindel woke up in like a fucking sweat because...
Mine seems a little too logical compared to your guys's.
Yeah, what are your thoughts on yours?
Mine seems too decent, normal, nice. Yours all suck.
But you also felt like there was something ethereal there, so there might be other outside influences.
That's possible.
Again, I don't know your backstory, so I can't quite help you elaborate on that point. One of the keys being that...
I used to throw pillows at him, so now anytime he does something he shouldn't, I just have to look like I'm going to throw something and he takes off.
Ugh, God, sorry. So one thing I can't do is eyes and freaking Adam's apples.
Ugh.
Adam's apples aren't that bad.
The big ones that are literally like this.
Ew.
Someone in high school had that, and I was like, I would stare at it all the time.
Because they're like so stinking lanky. It just makes it look big, you know?
All right. Speaking of which, moving on.
Yes, us women don't have that problem of Adam's apples.
It's so gross.
Not all men have that problem either. Thankfully, I don't.
Thank God.
So, next day, again, it's raining like hell. To the point it's almost like torrential. Your progress is slowed a little bit somewhat, but you may good time considering for the weather that it is. No encounters. Lucky you guys. As you get ready to
Okay.
camp for the night,
Is this the next night?
this is after your dream. That day
So it's
of.
the same night?
Same day.
Okay.
Next day. Sorry.
I would
Yeah.
like to do something that
Okay.
day. So, but
What
I
you
don't want to
do?
interrupt you. So,
No, go right ahead. Go right ahead.
so maybe I would like to either stay up later or get up early. So I'm not hindering the travel time, but I would like to meditate on my dream and maybe
Okay.
try to commune with Mother Tree again.
How do you wish to commune with Mother Tree?
I'm gonna rub my hands in the dirt.
You gonna invoke the touch of the Varden?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't even have to roll for that.
Okay.
You do go out into the rain. You feel yourself become one with the rain. Like there's a certain point to where when the water hits you, how you kind of just accept it and it feels natural and shit like that. You put your hands into the dirt and you can feel the touch of the Varden go inside, and you can feel every root of every blade of grass going straight to Mother Tree. You have 2 questions, and phrase them in a way a tree can understand it. I
Okay.
don't know how else to say it.
Well,
You're dealing with
what
a
kind of a
world.
tree? Are we
world
talking
spirit.
like
Tree,
Ents
101.
from like
Not like
Lord of
Ents,
the Rings?
No, this is Mother Tree. She is a part of nature.
Okay.
In fact, you can say that she is the guiding voice of nature.
I'm going to try it this way. I'm just going to try to communicate. Georgie. Sorry, my dog's knocking shit
Be
off
a
my bed.
part of it.
He's tearing up my bed. I just want to communicate the emotions and the feelings that I felt in my dream to her emotionally. I don't want to use words. I just want to
Try to use emotions.
Yeah. That's really difficult to like RP and for you to answer.
No, it really is. I'm trying to think of a way to describe the result. You get a feeling back.
Oh, sorry, I got chills.
I'm trying. Hang on.
I know. I just threw you a curveball. I'm sorry.
No, you did. I'm trying to think of a way to phrase this to where it's challenging.
Okay.
The feeling you get back, for some reason, an old poem you read once while you were studying with Alden keeps coming back over and over in your mind. The stanza was, "When we don't communicate, we are in discord. Sometimes we can't hear each other speak. Sometimes we must listen. We must listen to each other." That's what you get back from Mother Tree.
Okay.
What's your second question?
I don't know.
Okay.
You
don't have to ask a second question if you don't want to.
I mean,
it can be anything.
Communicate more with you. Communicate more with other Varden. Like, who am I communicating to? You or them or all or we?
You see an image of yourself.
Myself?
Mm-hmm. In fact, you see a mirror image of yourself in your mind. As your hands in the dirt, you see the touch of the Varden go into the dirt. You see that mirror image flipped. And again, that stanza comes right back to your mind. Oh, I haven't heard that song in forever. Clan of Zymuts, baby.
Can you give us the Cliff Notes version of that stanza one more time? I was trying to write that.
No,
down.
I can't actually. I made it up on the fly.
I wrote it
Fucking
down.
A, man. All right, never mind. I'll go back and listen to the session later.
No, I
It
got
was
you.
very similar. It's
I literally
Essentially,
wrote
you're
it
not
down.
listening to yourself.
I wrote it.
It's showing discord in yourself.
Do you want
Um,
it, Aaron?
Do what?
I have it. I wrote it down.
All right, good.
Yeah, you can just send it to me, Mackenzie.
Hang on, I got you. I might take a picture.
when we don't communicate, we're in Discord.
Sometimes we can't hear each other speak. Sometimes we must listen. We must listen to each other.
Sometimes we can't always speak. Sometimes we must listen to each other.
Oh, when we don't communicate, we are in Discord. Sometimes we can't hear each other speak. Sometimes we must listen. We must listen to each other.
Okay, we can't hear each other.
I said it in the group chat.
Long
Sometimes
story
we must
short,
listen.
it's basically
Okay.
just saying that you can't communicate with because you aren't at peace with yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. I'm making shit up here.
How
Let
do
me
I
know if I'm
communicate
off
with my own self?
Meditate.
My own self.
You guys need a speech to text translator. You guys are amazing. You really fucking are, man.
My own self? Why? Did I say the answer?
Well, no, you're taking notes of everything. This is absolutely amazing. I'm loving it.
Type of master. 2 ears, bitches. Okay.
Nice.
My own self?
Question
The
mark?
emphasis in the stanza when Mother Tree spoke to you was on we and us. Any kind
We
of plural.
and
Oh,
us.
I even did it capitalized too. Hell yeah.
Oh, look at you.
The royal.
Okay.
The royal we.
I would like to. I know that I'm not
There's
communicating
no
with Mother Tree
us
anymore,
in that stanza,
Okay.
but okay.
but there was something that I did sometime along the way that I saw the other Varden. Like I knew where they all were.
Mhm.
Can I try to do that again?
Yes. They're playing the Pixies. Where is my mind? I fucking love that song.
It's a good song.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, they're ending their set. Hang on,
Rick,
hang
you're
on,
leaving us on a cliffhanger right now.
hang on. I gotta.
Face is hot.
Like it is it?
But it's really red.
Okay.
I'm all flushed.
What were you doing again?
I don't remember how I did it, but at some point I had I think my hands were in the dirt, and I saw all the Varden.
That's part of your twice a day. You can, or for 2 times, once a day. You can do 2 things. Talk to Mother Tree. Ask any questions. Ask any question you want. Not necessarily going to get the right answer, but you'll get an answer that will guide you. You can scan for the Varden, but you've already used your 2. Yes.
I only get
You're
2
still
questions.
neophyte level. You haven't really fully accepted if you want to be one of them or not. Right now they're just they're feeling you out like you're feeling them out. Like,
Okay.
are you a good fit with us? Like, are you willing to do what needs to be done for Mother Tree, essentially?
Okay. I can control the shield now, but I don't remember how I did it. I gotta read the notes.
Okay. Well, while you guys read the notes, I'm gonna keep going with the story.
Please.
As you make your camp on a little bit of a hill, and you see Tazir standing near the edge at the top of the hill, his body kind of crouched low, looking over the hill. And you can tell by his body language, he's tense. And it is raining like it is right now, Light drizzle, little chilly, not that bad. He's about a good 15, 20 yards from you guys. Does anybody want to go up there and talk to him, or you want to go keep going on?
I'm gonna go talk to him.
You go up, you walk up the hill. As you get closer to the hill, your Tazir go to get down. You crouch down and you crawl over, and in the distance, as you're overlooking the hill, you see a village. Lots of smoke coming up from the village. He points, and you see these little lines, look like vertical lines on the horizon distance. See? He asked you if you saw it. You can see them.
Yes.
He points to the village. People. People. He looks at you confused, as if he doesn't understand you, if you don't understand him. He tries to look around. He grabs a stick and looks at you, Sindel, and says, holds the stick up, puts the stick right here, okay? And he mimics a hammering. People.
Oh.
Verga tribe. When he says Verga, he almost spits it out like there's nothing but hate coming out of him. He sees you're confused. He points to his skin. Ratha tribe. Ratha.
No.
Verga.
So it's a
He picks
different
up
tribe
a green leaf. Verga. Ratha. He points to his skin. Verga. He points to the green leaf. Ratha.
they're
points to his
green
skin.
dragons.
Green dragon.
Dragons, yeah. And they have people tied up? Or
They have
hung
people
up?
crucified.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, Jesus.
They're not friendly.
No people. Probably like Jose and Rodriguez and, you know,
Shame.
like a
And I just
Sanchez.
ordered
you know,
Mexican food.
not Jesus. Dude, I
just
couldn't
ordered
resist that.
Mexican.
Come on, man. Don't give me opportunities. Because I will go through that door. He pulls back.
Is that Green Dragon Borns or Green Dragons?
Green Dragonborn.
Okay.
You gather from the gist of his conversation that this is an enemy tribe. Tazir goes, no, fire, quiet, night, sleep, watch.
So he's gonna watch.
Yeah, he's got a hard hate for these people. You go back down to your campsite. And you graciously let everyone know that there will be no fire tonight. You actually find a way to hide Fungus Mungus inside the trees. What little sparse trees there are, you find a way to hide it, and you all kind of huddle up inside. Once again, roll me 20s, everyone but Mackenzie.
I didn't
Your
even
dreams.
fall asleep tonight.
I'm kind of hoping for a shitty roll. Is that
I
weird?
got fucked. I got a 1.
Got a 1?
Oh, I was gonna ask Midnight if he dreamed that night.
Ugh, says Midnight as he nuzzles up against you. Dreams. And there were dreams. I dreamt I was eating an apple.
Yeah.
Then I was talking to you, but it wasn't a dream.
Well, thank you, Midnight. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Pony Pat.
I hope we find the answer to what we're searching for.
So do I. If any of us can make the best story and the greatest story and tale, it is us.
I have no doubt we will find the best story out there. We will have a collection that will rival that. Oh, I'm excited to find a kindred spirit to wander the plains with. I am happy and content. Okay. And yes, the rest of your horses are pretty good. They're fine.
Yay.
So yeah,
Oh, Aladdin.
Aaron got a 1.
Aaron got a 1.
Adrian, what'd you get?
11.
11. Crystal, what'd you get?
A 5.
5. Oh boy. This is
Yeah.
gonna be fun. The feeling of suffocation you've been feeling these past few nights, Aaron, you have a dream of being underwater. You have a feeling of this giant force holding you down, right? And you can almost hear this sinister laughing. It's not sinister, but just cold and mean. Like you can't place the voice. Even though it's very familiar to you, you can't place the voice at all. And you remember the burning sensation your lungs feel as they're beginning to run out of air. You remember your limbs flailing you, just becoming weak and weak and weak as you can't fight the force against you, right? And then it's gone. And for a brief moment, there's clarity. And then you're screaming, crying, and you wake up. Adri, you said you
Birthday.
rolled a what?
11.
An 11? Your dreams are more of the same. They're more of, you just wake up, you feel like,
I know I keep rolling about the same.
You're rolling about the same. So you have to say that you're having the same dreams, that you're just not communicating. You feel like you're trying to talk, but no one's listening. And you should be listening, because I'm right there. You're right there. We're right there. What the fuck? Why can't you hear me? Why can't you hear us? No one's listening to us. That's where your dream ends. Crystal, you rolled a 9. Was it a 5?
A 5.
You and Midnight the Traveler, or Midnight the Storyteller, are back in the same field. And you're walking down the road, and Midnight tells you, I was dreaming of hay in a nice warm loft, and now we are here. Arr, he says, curious this. We're not really anywhere, are we? Nor are we alone. Do you sense it? Roll me a perception. Perception.
Ooh, 21. I think that would be. It might be. No, that's 23.
You are definitely not alone.
I'm gonna look around. What do I see?
You look around, and what you see makes no sense.
Mhm.
Imagine a really, really trippy neo-surrealistic panning effect, right? Someone pans the camera, starts out with trees and a forest and a road. Suddenly it goes to a wide open plain, which is not physically possible because there's a mountain behind it and a waterfall coming down. And you turn over, and that weird compression of distance is gone. Almost like you're panning yourself in a dream, and the dream is making the shit up as it goes along, right? In the far distance, you see a tree. The tree has some giant roots coming up, like they're like roly-poly up and down out of the ground. And you see someone sleeping nested in one of the roots. And standing over the sleeping person, you see a small figure with a sword in her hand and a shield in the other, and a little helmet. You can't really tell how they are size-wise comparison because you're so far away. But yet in dream time, you know how you're far away, but you're not far away. You know what it is, but you don't know what it is. That's where you wake up.
Hmm.
The minute you make eye contact with that creature, you wake up.
Hmm.
Sindel, your dream. This is going to be fun.
Hmm.
You're back in the tomb. You're sure it's a tomb. It has to be a tomb because it's dusty. There's only one beam of light from all the stories your father told you. Your father told you. That phrase rings further and further in your head. You don't know why because you don't remember your father, but you know you had a father and he told you these stories. You see again the embedded silhouette of a has to be humanoid, has to be, and the little thing crawling around it. As the little thing jumps on you, it puts its tentacles over your eyes, and you see it pull its orb self back, its mouth open up, and the little boar thing goes in, and it starts to go into your eye. You're in a treehouse.
You
You
are
see
a treehouse, or
no,
you're
you're
in a.
in. You're
Okay.
suddenly in a treehouse, right? And in the far distance, you hear the rumbling of hooves, right? And you hear someone say, "They are coming." In the treehouse with you is a small tiefling boy. His horns are finally coming in. They are coming. When he turns his face is wide-eyed, his teeth are elongated, and there's a look of pure evil. And you cannot be here! And he pushes you out, and you fall out of the treehouse. You fall, and you're hitting a rock, and you're hitting the trees, and you're in pain, and then you wake up. But the demonic face of the little boy haunts you as you wake up, because you could swear it was your brother.
Lovely.
This is going a completely different way than I thought it would.
Music to my fucking ears, dude. I have no idea. It is the next day.
Speaking of which,
great overcast day. It's a little bit of rain here and there, but for the most part, the rain is not really an issue, as it has in the past couple days. The issue are your troubling dreams.
have we asked Tazir and Florian if they had any dreams?
You have not asked
No,
Tazir
we've
for a
not.
damn thing.
Let's do it.
Who do you ask first?
Florian.
To Florian?
Yeah.
Florian is making his breakfast, and as he's making his breakfast, you notice it's a side of dried trail rations, drugs, berries, drugs, alcohol, a typical Florian breakfast.
Drunk.
And he's literally has a plate out. He's carving up his drugs, taking a little bit at a time, getting some trail mix, drinking a little wine. You know, Florian. Hello. Good morning. Did you sleep well? I personally sound like a baby.
Who's asking? Is everyone there?
I'll ask.
I'm assuming you're all inside Fungus Mungus right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, you can't go out because Tazir won't let you go out. Or Tazir advised not to. No fires, nothing. There's a Vagra around. You don't want to mess with them.
Georgie, go get
I'm
him.
outnumbered.
Yeah,
What do you
I'll
wanna
go
ask?
ahead and ask him.
What do you want to ask him?
Do you remember any of the dreams you had last night?
Yes, I do. It was in a velvet room. And the sunlight was coming in, so it gave this really, really weird blue overtones. And there, standing before me, was this beautiful woman. And she was dancing, and she had no clothes on, but she was dancing. And do you want me to continue?
Oh, I'm pretty sure I got where you're going.
Yes. You would be correct. It was a beautiful dream.
So there wasn't any weirdness?
She had a weird surname. But I don't, aside from that, she had the 3 breasts and the 4 horns. She was fine, normal. A typical dream. The tentacles were a nice touch. I like this one a lot.
Okay.
All of you roll
Never mind.
your insight.
I was about
Oh,
to say.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Does that
It's
really
gotta be
require
hot.
insight?
It's got to be high.
Such
Okay.
shit.
How about a 19? Is that high enough?
Nope.
7.
Definitely not.
A fucking 9. It was like
Oh, you
19.
believe him. You go so
It
far.
was
You guys
19 and
believe
then
hook, line,
rolled.
and sinker. Crystal, what'd you get?
Roll for us.
19.
19.
Any
No, you
modifiers?
guys
You got
both.
any modifiers?
Do what?
Wait, yeah. What are the modifiers here?
No modifiers.
Oh,
Or add whatever modifiers you want. Keep in mind, you guys are going against Florian.
Yeah.
He's a trickster. And his
Yeah, but a
charisma is
19 should do it.
ridiculously high.
I mean, if it was an insight. And you know what the sad thing is? I have a +6 to insight.
So you roll like shit.
Yeah, that was a 3. +6.
Oh man. The thing is, you guys can actually believe Florian would dream something like that.
Absolutely, I would.
That's kind of going against your favor right now. That's why you need a really high roll to get past it, because he can sit there and tell you, I dreamed of dicks, and I was so envious. They were all over the place, and I wanted the dicks everywhere. And you would believe him.
Except that does sound like a Florian dream.
It's a Florian
It
dream,
does.
right?
Okay.
It does.
So you
You
can't
know
tell if
what?
he's lying or not.
Can I level with him and I can actually tell him what my dream was? And then I'll ask
Go
him
for it.
if he wants to try again and tell me what his dream actually was.
What depends? What are you going to say to him? I will even add gravity to the moment. This is a key Florian moment. If you can pull it off.
Okay,
So
we're
if you
all
guys want to
inside
metagame
Mungus,
for a
right?
second, go ahead and metagame.
Let's metagame. Let's fucking do
You've
it.
got 60 seconds.
We're all in Mungus.
Question:
If you
should
bring
I
up,
ask Florian about like if we had a treehouse when we were younger?
Yes,
I think
do it.
absolutely.
Okay, because that
If
will
we're
kind of be
all-
like do.
If we're all in Mungus, if somebody brings up a dream, then all of us can say, you know what, I've been having weird dreams too. And then if the kids are still in Mungus too, which I'm assuming they are, if we all start opening up about the dreams, then maybe even they will open up about theirs. So
Let's do it. Do we want to save Mackenzie's for last, though?
Yes.
probably.
Okay.
And then
To make
Aaron,
it
you were
even more
talking.
dramatic.
Yeah, I figured I'd have to go first because I'm the one in this conversation, and then that can open up everybody else because it's a tiny little place. It's not huge.
Right.
This
Okay.
Mungus is not very big. It really is.
That's the reason why I'm saying,
stuff.
like, it's kind of a free-for-all. If somebody's talking, if anybody can pop in. Okay, then let's go ahead and do it.
All right, who's leading? Go for it.
All right, that would be me. You know, Florian, to be honest with you, I've been having these really weird dreams. I've drowned the last couple of nights, and all I've heard is the sinister laughter, and I can't fight it. And then I wake up.
Is it the same water?
Every single night.
Is it the same laughter?
Yes, but I can't place it.
Are you drowning in a tub, in a river, in a lake, or do you know?
Haven't been able to figure that out yet.
Maybe you're experiencing a memory. Did you drown when you were younger? Or maybe it's this fucking rain. It comes down. It does not stop. It is like driving me up the goddamn wall. Look at this. He pulls out his clothes. It's wet. It's going to mold. I'm going to throw it away. This is like not the best thing for me. But one must persevere. That's what Father would say.
Has anybody else been having any weird dreams lately?
I know what you mean. Like I was dreaming of this beautiful woman inside this velvet room, and she had the perfect amount of breasts. She had 1, 2, 3 in the middle.
Can I go ahead and roleplay here? I'm just going to touch my finger to his lips and say, it is not your time to talk.
Florian would like kiss your finger.
You put your finger to his lips. And he goes, "Oh," like, "Huh? Oh."
If I
I think if you want me to be quiet,
a chance to talk.
I shall be quiet.
Well, I've been having weird dreams too. So,
What have your dreams been of?
it's been a little strange. I can't really talk. There's lots of people around, or I don't want to say people, beings, energies, and I can't speak, and it's all emotion, and I can't even like hear myself, my own self. It's all just emotions.
That's very deep.
Yeah. I even asked Mother Tree about it, and she didn't have much to say, really. I mean, she told me about that stanza, and I'll repeat it, whatever it said.
Okay. You repeat it.
And then I saw myself. I asked her who I should be communicating with, and she showed me myself as I was when I was speaking with her. Hands in the dirt and everything. But that wasn't part of the dream. That was after the dream. I tried to figure that out, but
Yeah, could you just not feel any connection with yourself and Mother Tree? Or maybe there's some inner turmoil here that you got to work through? I'm not quite sure.
no words, just emotion.
I don't do well with those.
Ah.
Not touching that one with a 40-foot pole, man. Not touching that one at all with a 40-foot pole.
Well, you know the backstory of my character. You literally can't. You
Mhm.
can't.
I can't touch it. All right. So,
Anybody
Are
else?
we the only two?
I'm going to say for the last couple nights, Midnight and I have had the same dream. We're
you hear
on.
Midnight the storyteller.
I want to pet him
Like
so
a
bad.
Tribe
right
Called
now.
Quest. That's to say the whole thing.
Love that.
Come on, I can't resist the Boondocks joke. I really can't.
Does Aladdin make some smart ass comment to try to shut him up? Because that seems like what he would do right now.
You just be like peasant.
Right.
Keep going, Crystal. I'm sorry. I couldn't resist that. I couldn't resist that opportunity. I was like, perfect. Hey, food's here.
Okay, so we were
Where'd it go?
standing on a field, a plane. This last time it was very weird. It felt very ethereal just the first time. And I realized I was dreaming, but the second time we realized there's someone else there. And I described to them like the way it looked, panning around, and when I saw the other entity standing over someone, oh, that's when the dream ended. That was it. When I looked in its eyes.
In fact, you remember, as you're telling this portion of the story to the rest of the people and the rest of the company, you remember when you looked into the eyes of this creature, you saw all of infinity.
Okay.
And it was enough to jar you awake.
That would be enough to jar someone awake.
Yes, it would.
Did you look into the eyes of God?
Remember you said that. That's all I'm going to say. Remember you said that.
Write it down.
I'm writing it down.
Anything else you guys want to say?
Right?
Did you mention the person sleeping?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
Then you couldn't figure out who that was?
I couldn't
Was-
see.
It's like like in a dream, like, say you're flying, you're trying to fly, or you're looking at, you can see, but you're trying to get further. There's those weird ass obstacles you have in your dreams. That's what you're experiencing. Is there anything else you guys want to say before we move on?
Two.
Mackenzie,
Yeah.
tell them about your dream.
Florian, did we ever have a treehouse?
Roll, all four of you, roll me perception.
Shit, I'm sorry,
Please,
Florian.
please,
I am
please.
the asshole here.
No. It's not nearly as good as I wanted it to be.
Is a 17 gonna work here?
What's everybody else got?
Fucking 16.
16?
18!
18? Crystal, what you got?
7.
7?
I was really
There
hoping
we
it was a
go.
19.
He tenses briefly for a moment, but three of you catch it. And then he relaxes. What do you mean? Well, I had many things. Father had so much money. We had everything we ever wanted.
He didn't say no.
I did not say a lot of things. And I did not say I wanted to walk around with my dick out playing helicopter going, woo, woo, woo.
We already
say
know
that.
you want to do that.
I'm pretty
Hey,
sure you've already done that. We just don't
Florian,
want to talk.
Did we?
Great times. That was a fun time. I even put little like whipped cream down there from the buttery churny thing, and they're like, it was a fun night.
Did you ever push me out of the treehouse?
Roll your perception.
Everybody or just her?
Just her.
Don't, no.
Actually, all four of you. Yeah, all four of you roll your perception. Go for it.
13.
13,
18.
18,
24.
24.
Damn, girl.
My perception is great when it
okay.
works.
Mine's shit.
Food. Yay.
Georgie.
Ugh,
Georgie.
ugh. 13.
Georgie. Shithead.
You two notice that he kind of gets uncomfortable. Aaron, you notice that he shakes a little bit when he's cutting up his food. Adria, you notice he completely fucks up when she says that. He's cutting into his meat. He completely fucks up as his hands were shaking for a brief second. As he says, "Why would you think this thing?"
I'm asking.
You're asking me if I ever did something mean to you. Of course I did. I was your brother. We grew up together. I did
I'm
mean
asking
things.
if
You
you
did mean
ever
things.
pushed me out of the treehouse,
Why do you ask me this question?
because I saw it in my dream.
He is quiet for a very, very long time. And he says the following. The closer we are to the Pookie Bear, the more I think it is helping.
What I saw, I don't think it is.
So what the fuck is the Pookie Bear?
Do you ask him that?
Yes.
He's the Pookie Bear. He's a little bear. Do you know what they
Why
stuffed
would
bear
it be
is,
helping?
right? Because
Yeah.
he's the Pookie Bear. Trust me when I tell you in time. Just, I need time. The closer we get to the Pookie Bear, the more the dreams will happen. The more things will make sense. I hope.
So it's the
I'm
Pookie
taking
Bear.
big chance on this. It's a very big chance.
I think I saw how I got my eye.
He looks at you for a brief second. What did you see?
There.
Sometimes
Sorry, I got nervous. Sorry.
sometimes when you're close to the Pookie Bear, memories and dreams and emotions become confused. Because we experience all of these things. The rational mind can understand I am upset because my boyfriend did not remember my birthday. Or I just had my eye gouged out by a guy I've been trying to kill for 5 years. You
It
know,
wasn't a guy.
tell me, sister, what did you see?
I was in this tomb, and apparently our father told us stories about it. And there was this human thing. And all of a sudden there was this small orb with creepy ass tentacles. And it jumped right at me. And it had this mouth. As soon as it pulled back, it latched onto me and ate up every single
What else? What else what else did you see?
treehouse.
And you said I pushed you at this treehouse. Then it's
You
working.
were terrifying.
Then this plan of mine is working. Because I did push you at the treehouse. It was a long time ago.
And there was something coming too, and I was
Do
actually
you
afraid of you.
remember? What do you remember coming? What did you see?
You were a monster, and you kept saying, "They're coming, they're coming."
There's no need to roll anything. You see Florian go slightly pale, almost as if he's about to lose his lunch. And then he quickly composes himself.
This is when she told him about what he looked like.
Yeah, what she just said to him, he kind of goes pale briefly for a second. I was almost as if he's remembering something horrible, or faced with a horrible thought. One of those two results will be the same. But he composes himself and he looks at you, Sindel, and he says, "Then I think my plan is working. The closer you get to the Pokey Bear, the more you are remembering. Father told us many tales, many of the old tales, and for some reason you always gravitated toward them. Maybe you thought it ways for adventure and things and far-fetched and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. No, I'm not in your brain. But you always liked the tales the father said. When he would come back from voyages, you would always listen to his needs. Listen to the things he would do and, things like that. I think this is working, but it will take time. And I think they will get worse."
So this is my question to Florian. This Pookie Bear is stirring up some stuff, right? But it's stirring up the stuff for all of us.
It's like you're trying to go to the, on a sunny day, right? You all walk outside and say, "No, I want the sun, but I don't want the sun." Then why the fuck are you walking outside in the sun? Because the sun is there and it radiates to everyone, right?
Right.
It's the same thing. The closer you get to the Pookie Bear, the more all of you are feeling its effects.
The fuck is the Pookie Bear?
So are we feeling memories then? What does the Pookie Bear do if you're not going to tell us what it is?
I can't tell you what it is. It's not time. You have trusted me this far, yes?
Yes, I would say that I trust you, Florian, with potentially my life.
He looks you like in the mind, like, do you really think for 1 second I would not bare my arms to defend for you?
No, I would trust you with my life, kind sir.
Do you not think for 1 second I would not bed you in a heartbeat if you ask me?
Well, I don't know about that.
That doesn't go
man.
very far, my dear.
It is a sign of love.
Here. Hold on. I'll be back.
You love everyone.
Yes,
They
I do.
don't even have to have two legs.
I consider you family, Florian.
That, I feel, is very, very ableist. Think of the people who do not have legs. Do they not deserve love? Love is a beautiful thing. Love is like a spring that comes forward.
And
They
goes
don't
back.
even have to be humanoid. How's that? Is that better?
What's wrong with the non-humanoids? They have feelings too. Don't joke, all right? What else you guys want to ask Florian?
I'm surprised he didn't say they feel good too.
I am not a crass person. I have glass.
So he has not been outright or forthcoming about his own dream, has he? He's all just said about
He hasn't told you shit
this
about
lady.
his dream.
So, Florian, we all just had a moment, right? We had a bonding moment. We all trust each other. We're like family. Some of you literally. So
Fuck it.
So-
Inspiration for that. I like that. That was awesome.
sweet.
You get inspiration.
Fuck yeah. So I think that you don't owe us to you don't have to tell us what your dream was. But I think it's safe to say that the Pookie Bear is affecting you as well.
This would be a very, very astute thing to say.
So are you just not gonna tell us, or?
But I told you. I dreamt of a beautiful woman in a velvet room with 3 titties and had the tentacles. The tentacles were a little bit weird, but after the first time you get used to it, you're like, oh, this is nice.
But maybe you also had that one, but that's not the Pookie Bear dream, is it? That's not unless you had a
It is hard
three-titted
for
woman.
me to tell you about the Pokey Bear. You must.
Is that the dream you had last night?
Yes.
Did you have more than one dream?
Cal stops and thinks for a minute. I do not believe so. I had too much drugs last night and did not use the horn.
Do you know the lady with the 3 titties?
Not yet, but I hope to soon.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. I can't fault him for that.
Like, damn.
okay, ready? I got a ball dropper.
All right, go for it.
That probably won't be answered, but Florian, I know this is random, but why do you wear your ascot all the time?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Damn.
He freezes. He freezes completely. Doesn't move. You see the color go out of his face briefly, and it comes back in. His hands are slightly shaking as he puts his tray aside and clasps them to keep himself from shaking so hard. There will come a time you will not need to answer that question. And I hope that the time is soon. And I did not know about the tomb. But yes, the treehouse. I did push you out of the treehouse. I had to.
Oh, okay. Hang on, pause real quick.
All right, pause.
Oh, I have like this come to Jesus moment. Oh my God. Okay, so what if this is completely ass random. This is out of game. So what if like people came and like fucking oh, I'm trying to describe this. Oh, mind blowing. Oh my God, it's so bad. It's so bad. And I swear to God,
Are we recording this at all? Because
Yeah.
I got it. It's
Also, mind you, that Skype only holds the recordings for 30 days.
So
I've seen them.
And I am
Okay.
like intently eating my burrito and listening to this whole thing.
Okay, so from my perspective, your burrito is bigger than your head. Like
Yes.
because of the close to the camera, the burrito is like it's eating you.
It is. Burrito eat
Like a
me.
but burrito is good.
Burrito is very tasty.
In Mother Russia, burrito eats you, and then you have 5 orgasm in winter with
Oh
vodka.
my.
Fantastic.
Okay.
All right, what's your theory?
Because you like dropped a little bomb about Minstrel Kelly having that scarf all the time, hiding his hang marks. What happens if, like, say, a random group of people that are like, they're coming, came and Florian shoved her out of the treehouse so she can be like hidden, and the family gets like beheaded or hung because of their blah 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 shit, and that's why he has that fucking scarf.
But your parents are alive.
Hi, they could be resurrected.
You don't know that.
I know, it's just a hey
You're
Jesus
not
moment.
be able to buy people off and have other high.
Yes, but it's just an idea, and that would Okay, sorry. Okay, let's go back to game.
No, please have these moments. These make me happy. They really do.
Hey, Chris.
You know, I've been thinking that same thing the whole time. Not the whole time,
Really?
but quite early.
I was thinking like, okay, he's gotta be hiding something from that thing.
Because he never takes it off, even when he's in bed.
I was thinking the velvet ribbon, but
Is
Ooh.
that
Ooh.
the scary story
yes.
The
where she
velvet
takes
ribbon.
the ribbon off and her head
The
falls
head
off?
falls off, yeah.
That's what I've been thinking since when we were playing at your house, Chris. I've been thinking about that story.
Do you guys play The Wolf Among Us?
I've
No.
watched it.
Fucking amazing. They bring that story into it.
God.
It's fucking Fables is amazing.
Oh,
You guys want a comic book read? Fables. Fucking off the
Oh,
hook. Off
it's
the
a
hook.
fantastic comic book.
Yeah.
I is good too.
So well written.
Hang on.
Alright.
Real quick pause.
What you gotta do?
Camilla!
All right. Will you guys discuss? The beer is running through me. Be right back.
She ran away from me.
I'm so glad that you were like that story because I have been thinking about that story for so long.
Okay.
As
That's
soon
one
as
of my
I
favorite
saw
little
him,
ones.
I was like, is he hiding a vampire bite? And then after like all this stuff, I'm like, nah, that's some velvet ribbon shit right there.
Yeah.
Can you ask if he can take it off? That's what I'm saying. You'd be the only one, Mackenzie, who can pull it off.
Oh no, I might if we like
Either
out watch and I'll ask, can you come here? I will gladly hug you and love you. She's just look at this.
Oh,
I don't know if you guys can see her.
Oh,
Chloe,
my God. Hello.
dude, she just stared at me.
Yep.
they're the
And she was
cutest dogs. Like,
Hi, Lovey. Hi. Come
all right, I'm gonna go make myself a drink.
So fast.
Look, what
Like,
did you
Like some sort of pita.
I had cabbage rolls upstairs. I'm excited if
I don't
they're
know.
into that.
I made like 2 crunchy tacos, and you got some bacon cheddar chalupa thing.
Yay! Hi. Hi.
Georgie,
Yay. I got my
what are
bed.
you putting in my bed?
People at work say I'm obsessed with her, and I'm okay with it.
you should be.
You
Have you
okay?
seen how cute she is?
Look at her little face.
Well, I mean, like, our patients
Alright,
aren't really
that's a cute
anything to
chick.
talk
That's
about.
a cute dog.
So,
Alrighty.
She's like, can you stop?
Is there anything else you want to do before we could keep going?
I take off that fucking ascot. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
in it
I
to
don't
win it.
want his head to fall off though. So
Okay.
nah.
I'll ask him when we're like out watching or like
What do you want to ask him?
about. Oh, we are metagaming. You don't need to know, DM.
Do what?
You don't need to know right now.
Oh, I don't? Okay.
Suspense.
All right, then.
Hmm.
If there's no consent, we're going to move forward for the rest of the day.
That was that morning, right?
This is
It's
the
the
morning.
new
Correct.
Okay. How far are we until we get to where we're going?
Oh, God, you got another week and a half.
Okay.
Jesus.
I got
But you're
time- I
not
got
you're not
time
going to
off.
experience, but I'm hoping by end of next session, you'll be at the castle. I'm
Okay.
not going to
Next
make you guys go
session.
through. I'm not going to do that to you guys. In fact, if you keep making connections, you'll probably figure out where this is going. You're not going to see how it's going to end. I guarantee you that.
Okay. I
This is
would
a
like
film
to
level
use.
ending.
Sorry. I would like to try you to use one of my thingies to stick my hands in the dirt. Just one.
Okay.
My hands.
And I
What?
would like to stick my hands in the dirt and try to, instead of zooming straight to Mother Tree, I want to try to I don't want to say communicate because that's not the right word, but you know what I mean when I say that. To the trees and the grass and the plants and the
Mhm.
things around me to see if I
Break
can
out your
communicate
subconscious.
with
If you
them.
want to.
Can
Connect.
I?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Connect.
But
Yeah,
that'll cost you one of your charges.
that's
essentially.
fine. I'll use. Does a charge? Do I use a charge when I throw the shield?
No, the shield's different. Shield's a combat.
Okay. Okay.
This is
So
more
yeah.
communication, more of a RP thing. So you technically have 3, right? One of them is to communicate directly to Mother Tree. That's a
Mhm.
direct connection, and nothing can break that connection, right? That expense a charge right out the gate. Then you can either use a question, or you can feel around. You can talk to other creatures, but you would have one question, and you have to phrase it in a way to a plant can understand it. You
So
follow what I'm
she's
saying?
got
Like,
3 charges?
talk to a 4-year-old.
I just wanted to see if I could feel them.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
You can feel. Not only can you feel them within a certain range, you can feel what's around them. You can feel how they're feeling, how they're being interacted with.
So I don't want to say I could use them as a spy, but
You
I
could.
could.
You could.
Ooh.
Be careful, because if you use it while it's being trampled or while it's being burned, you take damage. Essentially, you're extending your soul out to them to be a part of them. So once you connect to them, you are a part of that connection, as with nature. And if they experience anything because of your questioning or because what they're. Let's say I want to feel what that tree feels like burning. Okay, you're taking burning damage because the fucking
Right.
tree's burning and you just bonded with that tree. So
Okay.
That's
So that's
feel
possible.
like burning
Okay.
today.
To find that out, did I burn a charge?
to initiate it. No, you're good.
Okay, because
You'll
I was
burn-
like, we're right there, so
You can feel out what's around you without burning a charge to directly talk to it. Once you directly talk to it, then you're burning a charge. Make
Okay.
sense?
yeah.
So it's kind of like feeling out who you're going to talk to on Tinder before you actually talk to somebody on Tinder. But so that way the charges, you can only talk to so many people on Tinder, right?
I'm not on
Same
Tinder,
thing.
so.
Well, I'm not either, and if I was, I just read about that.
What?
Is that true?
What about what?
I'm being
Huh?
stupid.
No, it's not Tinder. It would
Oh.
probably be more like Match or some other place. You do have a
Yes, came back.
So it's up to you guys.
But
It's up to you
Okay.
what you want to do. So you can feel out who to talk to, but once you initiate the conversation, charge is burned.
she's so cute.
I feel like I'm getting hung up on something, and I don't know what it is. I think I'm thinking too hard.
What do you think you're getting hung up on?
I don't know. I gotta talk to people, to things. We must listen. I guess I could just listen, but I need to communicate to myself, my own self. I don't know.
Don't bite me in the face.
God,
Are you
why does this
meditating?
make me think you will
I was
understand from
meditating.
Pocahontas?
You were meditating?
Yeah, because I stuck my hands in the dirt.
No, I have a problem. I'm obsessed with my dog.
As you're meditating, you kind of go into a dreamlike state. You see yourself. Do you ever have one of those dreams where you are out of your body? Not like a out of body experience, but you're witnessing your dream from a third person perspective, like an over the shoulder kind of thing.
Yes.
I've not actually had that.
Not actually. Okay.
Stop.
Then imagine yourself having a dream where you're looking at yourself over your shoulder. You see yourself sitting in the dirt. Your hands are in the dirt, right? And in the dream, you can see all the billions upon billions of connections that all go back to Mother Tree. They light up like neurons. You know, light electrical pulses here, there. It's the most beautiful thing you've ever saw in your life. But you see your hands shake. You pull your hands out of the ground. You see your hands come together like this. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then a pair of eyes form inside your hands, and a pair of mouth, and a big mouth opens up wide and says, "You aren't fucking listening!" And then you're out of this meditation.
God
You get
damn.
kicked out.
I love how it's just like. "Urgh."
Bye, bitch. Bye.
Okay. Did that expend a charge? I don't know.
You're tapped out for the day. You're kind
Damn.
of freaked out right now.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Adria, I don't know why, but like this whole thing makes me think of the Pocahontas song, that whole grandmother tree saying, "Listen with your heart, you will understand," type deal.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it makes me just like think you got to get out of your own fucking way to understand what the hell's going on.
How do I do that? I gotta listen to my own self. I just need to listen. So instead of ask questions, I don't know.
Too literally about it.
This sounds like some deep introspective shit.
Yeah.
Like you need to like be by yourself and like meditate and not like clear your mind like some Buddhist monk and then go at it.
But what do I go at?
Your ego and your id.
A little
You got
innocent face.
the referee.
Yeah, I don't know what to tell you, man.
Well, I'm never gonna get it. I'm never gonna figure it out.
I mean,
gotta
like,
listen.
you can go smoke some peyote and, like, try to do it that way. And go to
Like,
Oh my gosh, I'll ask Florian for drugs. No, just kidding. I'm not doing that because I can't control that.
Listen, I mean, the Native Americans did it all the time. They had their visions. Chris,
I
would
think
kill
he
it.
has a good.
Yeah. Do you know what I had to do when I was 18?
no.
I had to sit and fight a fucking barn, right? And with a fire, they pass around mescaline. This is a little fucking root. You all had to chew it. Got stoned with my grandfather, which is weird because he's Mormon, right? Fucking weird. He's also Choctaw, so that's kind of like our rite of passage. And I got high with him, and
Again.
I fucking tripped balls.
Yeah.
The first time I
mescaline, that
tripped,
would-
but yeah, pretty much tripped balls. Yeah, that was my right hood into, because I'd already faced death, right? There's two things you have to do as an adult to be Choctaw, right? You have to do something to prove your manhood. Well, I got killed in a car wreck. Solve that problem. And then you have to do the ritual, right? Which is just you sit around with a bunch of the elders, all the grandfathers and shit like that. They sing, you eat mescaline or peyote, whatever the fuck they have, and you get high. That's it in a nutshell. It's a lot more ceremonial than I'm
Yeah.
making it out to be because I'm
Right.
being an asshole right now. But
I
that
mean-
was me turning 18. I'm not joking.
You
have a
got
look
killed
on your
I know
face
you're
with me.
not.
Do what?
Got killed in a car wreck.
Yeah, my heart stopped. Went into shock. One of the rare cases where shock will stop your heart, mine stopped. Cracked my
You
rib
never
and
told
everything
me
doing
that.
CPR. Do what?
You never told
tell
me
you?
that.
Why do you think I had this tattoo? Yes, I like the band, but this is to remind me of the car wreck I was in.
Oh,
Remember?
I
And
thought
I
it was the
remember.
band. I'm sorry. I'm an asshole.
That sucked. No, just doesn't really come up in everyday conversation, does it? So,
Nah.
Anyway.
Dungeons and Dragons.
yeah. Dungeons and Dragons.
This is what really
Now you
happens in
know.
games.
Anyway,
Well, I'm glad you're alive. Okay.
me too. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dude, I would literally lose my best friend. Where the fuck would I be without you? In a very bad
Oh,
place.
right? We would not be doing this right now.
No.
That's so sad. No.
On the cusp of figuring out Florian's story. You guys are so close and you haven't hit it yet. You're so
Can we
Close.
like metagame just for
It's
a little
that
bit
velvet
longer
ribbon.
since like Crystal's officially back in the room?
Yeah.
You got 12 minutes because I have to get up at 7 in the morning, so
Shit.
yeah.
Okay.
I have to get up early tomorrow.
You do know I can hear from the other room when I have these on, right?
Well, we appreciate your presence.
I know, but I like to see your face because I think it's pretty. All right. What the fuck? We're so goddamn close. Can we like? I need brain cells.
I needed booze. That's what I was doing. I needed booze.
I finished my inspiration. I'm sad.
I made a rum runner.
Oh, rum runner. Nice.
Damn.
don't
I got a
drink beer.
root beer.
Nice.
I got a root beer.
Fix that shit.
My drug of choice.
I
All
almost
right,
went for the Diet Coke, but
So
Diet Coke.
metagaming. What do we want to talk about?
Okay, how the fuck are we gonna figure out what's going on with Florian? We're so goddamn close.
Here's
it's
what
that
I'm
velvet
doing.
ribbon.
Whenever I can get like a Florian by himself. I'm just
You gonna
sit
flirt
down.
with him?
No, I'm gonna sit down and
Oh.
be like, Florian, you're not telling us everything. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. Like, I understand you're trying to figure out your sister or something like that, but I'd really appreciate you at least giving us your intentions.
Do you
But
say that to
coming
Florian
clean
now?
would be nice.
Do you want to say
No,
that to
I
him?
say it when we're alone,
Okay.
not in front of everyone.
You find a moment to get Florian alone, which is not hard to do, because you're female. Actually, you have legs and a heartbeat, so he's
And
not real
boobs.
particular about gender or
I've noticed.
sexuality. He's
I've
just
noticed.
yeah, and you say that to him. He turns to you, and for the first time you've ever seen Florian, you're a little bit scared of him. He says this to you. I do not ask you to trust me for my sake. I ask you to trust me for her sake. This thing that is gotten inside her head and chewed her brain out. She has no memories of who I are. I mentioned one thing. Do you remember? In the bar. When I mentioned one thing, the
You
little
mentioned
bear,
the Pookie Bear.
and she
She
fell on her knees, her brain bled. I think that's what that blood was that came out of our eyes. This is not something that is easy. I would rather err on the side of caution and slowness. Will you trust me, please?
I feel like we
It's
don't have a
working.
choice but to
You
trust you.
always have choice. The Poke Bear will tell you the same thing. The choices must always be yours.
How
And
about you
I will,
try telling us what the Pookie Bear is?
but you've seen the Poke Bear.
When?
Did you not say that you and the storyteller horse, you were in
Oh,
the glade and you
okay.
saw the Poke Bear? When you looked in the Poke Bear's eyes, what did you see?
Infinity.
Because in that realm, the Poke Bear is God. In this realm, listen to me. Trust me when I tell you. Please, I beg you. I will give you whatever you want. Just let me continue this. It seems to be working. She is remembering things. Things that we did when we were younger. And things I did not know about. I did not know about this dome. Or the little thing with the eyeball.
Not everything can be bought, Florian, and we care about her quite a bit, and ourselves as well. But
But the process is working. Would you not agree? It is
yes,
confusing. And it is not easy to understand because you are not from my angle. You do not see all the things that I see or that I know. And it would be more, I think, harmful for me to tell you everything. It
why?
is to
Because
let it
she would hear it.
because it might hurt her. I
Only if
don't
she
Pookie.
hears
know.
it.
I don't know what this thing is. You don't know what this thing is. I have
Hmm.
a feeling I know, but I could be
And what
wrong.
do
I've
you
been
think
wrong
it is?
before. Something ugly. It best not be what I think it is. There were many tales father told us when we were younger to scare us. He liked that. He liked to do that every now and then, to tell the dark tale, to make the children little piece their pants when they were younger and shit like this. But I don't know if it's. I don't know what the truth is, and there's too much information. I cannot. I don't understand. And I would rather keep my mouth shut and
Then
just
give
test
us
the waters.
then give us something in good faith. Why do you wear the ascot?
He gets angry for a second. He clenches his fists. I will tell you in time. Not all of the roads are easy. Not all of the memories. Not all of them are good. Just
Except
trust me,
this
please.
Pookie
I beg.
Bear is making some of us go down our ugly memories.
You will find out soon who the Pokeball is. It does not. It wants to help. It is not evil. I promise you
even
this. I
Well, should
promise.
have
even
died.
Go ahead.
even good intentions can get someone killed.
This I agree with. But I promise
So,
you, this Pokeball is not doing this to hurt you. And it will die before it hurts you.
all right, somebody else's try.
Actually, I gave you a lot of information there. There's a
Mhm.
lot of information there if you can piece it together.
Pookie Bear is a god in the dream realm.
But then again, if you think about it, if you control a dream world, did you guys ever watch Dreamscape with Dennis Quaid?
No.
Mm.
Dreams are astral.
Sorry.
I mean, so
I,
if it's a god in the astral, I mean,
Well, I mean, what's a god? A god is a controller in its own realm.
Mhm.
Think about that for a second there. But seriously, in the interim between this game and the next game, if you can stand to watch a cheesy 80s movie, and believe me, it's cheesy as fuck, didn't age well, but it's fun. Watch Dreamscape. Um,
I mean,
yeah.
some
So
of
I'm
my
gonna say it.
favorite
So I'm gonna
movies are
say,
cheesy 80s.
What if the
no, it's
sleeping
cheesy
child was
80s, man. It's
Sindel?
like awesome. Back in the 80s, we love this shit, dude. It's awesome.
I mean, Goonies is one of my favorite movies, and isn't that from like the 80s?
I love 80s movies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Goonies is
85.
80s.
And you guys have never
85.
seen Dreamscape? Seriously?
No.
Maybe
Wow.
I have.
Not a Dennis Quaid fan.
Well, it doesn't matter if you're not a Disc Quaid fan or not, because it's the story is psychics can enter people's dreams and influence them.
Yeah, no, I haven't
That's
seen
the
it.
story.
Sounds like
But but the caveat is nightmares can influence the psychics.
That looks exactly like something my mother would not have let us watch because demons. Because
Oh my
Satan and
god.
his demons.
That
When you
snake
watch
with
it-
real
Also-
eyeballs and mouth is terrifying.
When you watch it, yeah, it's like you're like, yeah, that's definitely a JW's nightmare right there. It's not gonna happen ever.
Hi. What if the sleeping child in Z's dream was Sindel, maybe, and the Pookie Bear was like trying to like
Protect.
or help her?
Did it look like he was guarding or attacking? Like,
Yeah, that's a decent question.
He had his sword
hindsight-
and
I'm
a shield.
curious.
in hindsight, it looks like whatever you saw, whatever that creature was guarding whatever was laying next to the roots of the tree. And the roots of the trees looked like they were kind of kept coming up and down to the earth to make a perfect cradle, make a bed.
Is that what caught you when you fell out of the treehouse?
Shit, that's legit. You can ask. Go ask Florian. Do it. Do it now.
Well, you go to ask Florian something, but you hear like a thundering of horses, like the ground is shaking, and you can feel it coming towards you.
In real life? Well, okay. You know what
Well,
I
you guys
mean.
are at breakfast right now.
In Fungus Mungus.
Yeah, you can feel Fungus Mungus shaking because there's so much.
Well, guess who the Green
You
Dragon
see
board?
Fazir
Yep.
stand up, pull out his sword, look at the two kids, bark something in Draconian. You don't even know what it was, or
I
Dragonborn,
can
sorry.
speak Dragonborn, by the way, so
You don't speak his tribe, though, but you don't understand this is to cower, right? Essentially, he's telling them to sit the fuck down, right?
Go hide. Yeah.
Hide. He looks at Florian. Florian stands up, pops a drug in his mouth, pulls out his sword in a very flamboyant way. Let us go. They both walk outside Fungus Mungus. What do you guys want to do?
I go in.
You going in? You pull
I
out
go
your gladiuses?
Yeah.
All right. You go out. Rest of you guys?
Same.
Where is Fungus Mungus?
Fungus Mungus is trying to hide in a very pathetic amount of trees. Right now, at the point, you're in a very sparse region where there's not a lot of trees. There's more plains and crags than anything else. And you tried to hide as best you could, but sun's up. It's still overcast sky. It's muddy as shit. But a little bit of rain here and there, sporadic. But if someone was really looking for it, they could find it. Oh shit! Where'd she go?
No, my mom's walking. She didn't want to be on camera.
Okay.
I'm gonna be the last one out the door, and I'm gonna tell the kids to stay put, stay safe, hide under something if anybody comes in, shit like that. Gonna tell them to be safe, stay put.
I'm gonna stealthily go outside and up a tree.
You. I turned the camera off.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to stealth outside as well, because I'm not exactly one for head-to-head combat. I'm more sneak and attack.
Can I, before I leave, just say, like, please be safe? Like, in the most, like, sincere way possible.
To Florian?
The little kids.
Who are you talking to?
The kids, she's just...
Oh, the kids?
Yeah.
Roll an insight check.
Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that you said
Wait,
that.
you're telling Mackenzie to roll insight and you know that's the lowest fucking thing she has. All right.
Evil. That's my middle name. It's a what? 6?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's my
That's totally
modifier.
fine. They'll
Evil.
Fine.
I thought it was bastard. No, I'm kidding.
Right?
Evil
you too.
Knievel? Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh, yeah, you believe. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. Don't worry. They'll be fine.
I sound like that?
No, they sound like that.
I don't trust
But
them.
you believe them. You believe them because you rolled a 6 and you don't really have a choice in the matter. There's thundering hooves coming from outside of Fungus Mungus.
Should I pick up Fungus Mungus? Should I tell
you have
them to like
kids, you have
book
2
it?
kids inside, dude.
But no, I mean like tell them to get out and book it.
You're fine. They can't see you. I didn't turn on the camera.
He can see me.
No, they cannot. They can't see me.
No, legitimately,
Totally
we
see you.
can't see you.
We can see you. She's
Oh my
lying.
gosh, Chris.
She's lying.
Chris, now we can see you.
There we go. No, she's just
Hacker
like, she opened the
extraordinaire
door
here.
lightly. Can they see me? And I'm like, no, Mom.
I've lost everybody else's. Oh, there they are. Never mind.
All right, there we go. It's up to
So
you. If you
everybody
want to
outside.
kick everyone out of Fungus Mungus and collapse it, it's up to you, dude.
I don't know.
I mean, if you do, Sindul's just gonna protect the kids.
I mean, can they hurt Fungus Among Us?
It would take a long time for them to get through Fungus Mungus. It's magically protected. Like, think the TARDIS, but not as strong. It's strong,
Ouch.
right? But
I might as well keep it
a
up.
powerful wizard could get through it. Whatever's coming, if all they did was beat on the doors, wouldn't go through.
Okay, then I'll
Like
leave it up.
Leoman's tiny hut from like D&D
Yeah,
first, second edition.
that's what I was thinking.
Yes, same thing.
So, like,
Okay, so
Aggie
it's-
Putt from Harry
Kids.
Potter, how it
Yeah.
could be super
Yeah.
strong.
Yeah,
So it's safe.
it's safe for them, out from outside influence.
Okay,
Right,
so
okay.
these
I'm
people
a little
can't, like, light it on
concerned now with
fire.
This is wording,
Yeah,
though.
you can't light Fungus Mungus on fire. Would you say, Mackenzie?
Is it smart to leave those two together alone?
Well, according to your role, yes.
Fine, fuck it, because my insight's a little bit higher. I'm gonna tell them they better not do anything, because I will come back and kick both of their asses and then break their legs.
Roll me intimidation.
Please, for the love of God.
Oh, I
I'm gonna
won.
laugh.
101.
How about a fucking nat 20?
Oh,
Bullshit. No, you
I
didn't.
did!
I'm so fucking excited.
All right.
You know that's genuine.
All right. They both kind of look at you for a brief second, and whatever they were thinking individually is out the window, and now they're more terrified of you than they are of
Good.
each other. So they both
Good.
kind of back over, and they kind of eye each other for a little bit, and they just kind of go back into the corners. So okay, you can successfully say nothing is going to happen while you leave the room.
I'm happy I called that out now.
Yeah, good idea.
Gotcha.
Because you're
Plus
sneaky
side.
little. Nothing outside can harm
Also,
them.
like, this big ass 20 die is now my best friend.
Right.
I gotta give love to mine still.
I'm like-
I don't think it's-
You guys all leave Fungus Mungus
Breathing,
ready
like-
for fighting. You hear the rumbling louder and louder and louder until finally a rider shows up right in front of your campsite. Its horse raises on its 2 legs as it whinnies. The rider is covered in mud. You can't see it, nor can you make out the rest of the riders, right? And there are a lot of them. One of the riders, you notice, has these large horns going off their head, right? And you see almost like barbed thorns kind of enwrapping their body. You think it's a female, you can't tell. They are covered in mud, right? They encircle your little campment, staring. They have long spears, and they're saying things in a language you can't understand till one of them gets off. It walks over to Tazir, like that, almost trying to pick a fight, and Tazir just punches it right in the fucking face. The thing goes down. When it goes down, it grabs Tazir by the head, brings Tazir down with him. They're wrestling in the mud for a brief second. Tazir pounds it. It pounds him back. They get up, and they embrace each other. And as they embrace each other, you start to see some of the mud wash off, and there's black skin underneath. You realize you are surrounded by Clan Ratha. They eventually get off their horses, and the one with the horns turns out not to be a dragonborn, but turns out to be a high elf. A high elf.
Oh shit!
I'm
Who
a
went
high.
native.
Oh, I'm a wood elf.
You're a wood elf.
Yeah.
You're
I'm
a high elf.
elf.
This is royalty. You see the same trademarks. You see the same upbringing. Little things, right? Like the way she dismounts from her horse, the way she introduces herself. There's just little things that you just can't get rid of from being bred to do. You know what I mean? But yet at the same time, this woman has gone native. Like she's gone full embrace druid to the point where the horns that are coming out of her head are not a headdress. They're growing out of her head. Like she's embraced nature that much.
Well, shit, I need to talk to her.
You shouldn't have talked to her.
What if she's a bard?
Tazir turns to the guy he was wrestling with. Right, brings over. He says, "Raza."
Can we hear that in Chris's
Right.
specific English
The,
so I can spell
The
it?
high elf woman comes over, and the smaller dragonborn looks over each and every one of you. Right, eyeballs every one of you. Hey, Raza. This Tazir, brother, older brother. Not bright like me. I learned tongue. Too lazy.
Yeah, he drinks a lot. What can we say?
Turns to Tazir and he says something in Dragonborn or in Clan Ratha. Tazir just cuffs him in the back of the arm, grabs him by the shoulders. Raza turns to you.
I'm so happy.
I have missed my brother. Florian puts his sword away and says, well, I think that this is, I think we are in good company. Don't you think so? The high elf woman turns to you and says, and looks at you all. I would suggest you all stay here for the night.
Hell
The
yeah.
Vegra are on the move. They outnumber us. It would be wise to stay. I can guard us. Mother Tree will help us.
She's a Varden.
You don't know. You don't see. Well, she's too fucking muddy. You can't tell. Also, Varden are Mother Tree's elitists. All druids go to Mother Tree. All of them. Because she's Mother Tree. So you don't know.
Okay.
You got about time for 3 questions. So, guys, what do you guys want to ask them? As you're talking amongst yourselves, you look back and you see Tazir pull out the rod of immovability. And he's obviously saying something to the rest of his tribe in Dragonborn. And they're scoffing. They're doing like that. Tazir locks the bar. The rod stays in midair. You turn to the high elf. My name is Alea. I have been with them for quite some time. And with riding with these noble members of Clan Ratha, I have found myself. Where are you going? Why are you here? So close to the Vregra. The vermin.
We're traveling
Where are you going?
to the kingdom of the Empire of the Merchant King.
Ah. Olo. You go to see him. And Marisa, the Northern Star.
Yes.
I have dined with them.
What was it? The dude's name?
Olo.
Oh, no.
In um,
What's the queen's
Tiefling, it
name
means
again?
Marisa. In Tiefling, Olo means dwarf. Actually, it's Italian. That's the 7 Olos, the 7 dwarves.
Mm-hmm.
I got a buddy who has a VFX company out in Italy. They call themselves Olo Creative Farm. So
Why do I feel
It's
like
my-
he's gonna be super short?
He's gonna be my height, baby. 5'2".
you look back over at Tazir and the other guy and the other Dragonborn, and you see several Dragonborn grabbing the rod of immovability. They're trying to move it, and there's like this almost like this like little keg party thing going, "Rrr, rrr, rrr," and they're not able to move the rod. And it grabs your attention again. What is your? Why are you going to the Vagar lands? They have ventured far out this way. They are crucifying the natives of the village. Aaron, roll me a insight check.
I'm rolling the big 20.
Roll the big 20.
Oh, 18.
This is highborn.
Oh shit.
This is a king's daughter. And for a king's daughter to go druid and go native and to be covered in mud like the way she's covered in right now is unheard of. Never happens.
Well,
This is someone royalty. I mean, you're on the run, you're on the lam, but you get this sense that this is someone who is probably heir to the throne. There's little snippets of her accent that come in every, like if the Queen of England was to try to talk to the normal people, right? Bits of her accent and her mannerisms would come through no matter what she did. Same thing here. This is a very highborn person. Do you have any questions?
I want her to teach me Clan Rotha speak
Okay. You can ask.
so bad.
I'm
don't
going
wanna say
to
whatever.
ask her where she's from.
Do you want to be blunt?
I'm not going to be that blunt. Allow me to rephrase.
Okay. Please do.
I can tell from your accent you obviously don't belong here. And from just the way that you ended up getting off the horse, there's no way that you could be anything else other than a highborn and heir to the throne. I should know. Where exactly do you come from?
She looks at you with a very condescending look for a brief moment, like, how dare you? You know, and then she kind
doesn't
of
know
takes
who the
your
fuck I
own.
am.
She takes your own bearing. Well, you don't know who the fuck she is either, so
I know, right? Like, this is
you
going to
have
be
no
fun.
idea yet.
Let's the face off of the princesses, okay?
She kind of does her nose up a little bit briefly at you. It is not where we have been that is important as so much as where we are going. And the question is where you are going, not to the merchant king, but to where you are going. Yes, I know you, and I know your sister. And I'm not fond of her either. She's a bitch.
Oh. I'll bring
And
her
if you
down.
are who I think you are, well, we're not the only ones who have been looking for you. But this is for another time. It is best there now to wait, to hide from the Vagra. We are not equipped to fight them. They are 200 strong.
Oh,
Tomorrow we go into the village and save who we can save. I don't think there will be many we can help. They are not known for leaving survivors. They have crucified all the able men and all the able women. Anyone who could fight, they crucify to show how much they are in power. And if that is not enough, they play games with each other. She's getting angry. and angry the more she speaks. They play games. Who can collect the most skulls of the children and of all those who they can kill? And they barter with each other. They're disgusting.
Can I
And you
role
look
play
behind her as she's getting angry, and you see 8 of the riders all trying to move the rod of immovability in the middle of the air and not doing anything of it. And Tazir's just drinking from his horn going, ha ha! He continues, I join with Clan Ratha because they are like me. They think of the people first, not themselves. Not like my father, or my sister, or my stupid brother. He cares only for the crown, and not the suffering they cause.
I like you.
She calms and collects herself. I am sorry. I get passionate. Being out here with them and Raza, my sweet Raza, has opened up so much to me and allowed me to live. But let us break bread and drink. We cannot do nothing till tomorrow anyway. They will be done. They leave by nightfall. They are superstitious vermin. As if the night changes anything. So will you drink with us?
Fuck. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I wanna extend my hand first to her and say, "You have allies with us."
Roll me an insight check.
I'm so.
I'm still
fucking
hidden, by the way. I
I
snuck
know
out.
you are. That's the reason why I'm trying to interact here. What is that? Fuck, I hate rolling on a bed. Does a 17 work?
17.
I mean, I don't know what my modifiers
She-
are. I didn't look at it.
She shakes your hand in a way that she is unfamiliar with human or other touch other than servants. Something you were familiar with growing up. Almost a dainty like that. Not intentional, more of a reaction,
That's so cute.
you know? But you recognize it for exactly what it is. It's just someone who's not used to being around equals. And that's it. So the day goes on. They provide the food. You have fresh deer meat. You have fresh water. Lots of copious amounts of alcohol. I mean, my God, it's like all of them have magic kegs that they all drink from, right? You learn from Aaliyah. Do what?
I want that in real life. I want a magic keg.
Me too.
Right?
From Aaliyah that they tend to. Clan Ratha tends to be more celebratory, right? They revel in life. So if there's a cause to revel, they revel. They just met you. They just met new friends. They reunited with Tazir. 2 brothers reunited. So that's 3 reasons to party right there. So night is a long, arduous party, but you notice throughout the night there's always a couple of the clans who were not drinking. They were out scoping around. You know, they were out watching, guarding over everything, and you were keeping sharp eyes on the kids. You eventually all pass out due to excess or whatever it was, or just tiredness. None of you dream except for you, Sindel.
Oh. Because you looking is like down there.
Yeah, it's really weird with the camera angles, right? You're back in the treehouse. You hear baby Florian say, they're coming. And he turns around, his face is this demon mask, right? His eyes are huge, his teeth are long. And as he opens his mouth, you see saliva and all this gross maggots come out of his mouth as he pushes you out of the treehouse. But as you're falling out of the treehouse, Florian himself as a baby, as a young child, 8 years old, with the curly hair and the barely formed horns, that visage goes away. What the fuck? You guys see me?
Yeah.
I can
Yes.
see you.
My screensaver went on. Weird. As you fall, that demon visage goes away, and you see 8-year-old Florian, and on his face is a look of concern and worry and fear. Tears are in his eyes as you see him pull back into the darkness. As he's pulled back into the darkness, you hit something hard, right? You feel your shoulder break. You feel your arms break, and then you're back in the tomb. You see the single ray of light come through the tomb, the dust, and you see this shadowy figure embedded into the tomb, and you see the little orb moving on the tomb's shoulder. And for the first time, you hear a voice. Yes, you will be my vessel. The little orb jumps, latches onto your eye, digs out your eye. Now you remember everything. It digs out your eye completely. And as it digs out your eye, you feel part of your memories and your soul be just completely erased as the eye takes over. And you fall out into total darkness. And that's where we're going to pause right now. Because I have to get up in like 6 hours. So it's like...
Hot damn.
I have given you guys enough information to where you can piece a lot of things together. So far, you've made some good conclusions. Not quite there, but you're damn close.
I'm excited.
So continue to talk amongst each other. Talk amongst yourselves. Don't get verklempt.
Forget
Anyone
about
remembers
it.
that
It's
Saturday
gonna
Night
be
Live.
all right.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be good. You have met Raza. You have met Aaliyah, his fuck buddy. They fuck each other. If you haven't figured that shit out.
No, yeah.
You have met the other members of Clan Ratha and the Vegra, which in Clan Ratha means vermin, trash, garbage. They don't like each other.
You don't say.
Don't say it all. You're coming closer.
Wait, is
Guys
Aaliyah?
are really Aaliyah.
Who's the main person?
She was the high elf with the horns.
What's her name?
Aaliyah.
That's Aaliyah.
Ooh, you fucking the
The
high
Seers?
one. Okay.
The Seer's brother is the Raza. You guys are coming really close to figuring out what... You guys can really close to figuring out what's going on with the two kids. But you weren't quite there yet, so I'm not going to give you an inch on that
Damn
one.
it.
You're really close. Adri, you're close to figuring out what's going on with you. Aaron, I think you figured out what's yours. Crystal, I know you haven't figured out yours yet because it's too vague.
No, yeah.
And it's intentional. It's intentional.
I can't figure it out. I'm gonna have to do some real good thinking.
Do some real good thinking. I'll send you some hints. And I think you guys have all figured out what we're doing with Mackenzie. At
Yeah.
least in general. You haven't figured out the basics or the specifics, but you're asking the right questions.
Lovely.
And all of you get inspiration for figuring out the thing with the ascot. The ascot was a huge key. Took you long enough to get there, or at least to say something. But you're
I
You gotta
literally
really
have
trust
been-
before you ask personal questions.
you're thinking
I-
along the right paths, just the wrong questions. That's all I'm going to tell you. That's it. Things to think about and things to percolate. Because the next 2 sessions, I'm hoping next session you might get to the castle. When you get to the castle, definitely by second session, a lot of questions will be answered.
Shit's gonna go down.
I'm so ready.
Just gonna go down.
I wish it was next session, but
It might be. It depends. It's also going to depend upon how you interact with the Vegra and them decimating the town.
lovely.
But the dreams will continue. The dreams have to continue because they're telling you a story.
Mm.
You may have noticed how your dreams were demonic at first, and bits of truth start coming through because you're remembering. You're not filling in the blanks. So do some research on dreams, and you'll see where I'm going with this.
Okay.
Dude, I'm screwed. I'm screwed.
Yeah. Well.
I was not expecting this soon. That's all I'm gonna say.
I was gonna drag it out. I'm like, going, nah, that's just too boring.
Yeah,
I want to move it. I want to keep it going to where you guys are invested and you feel emotionally attached to the characters and shit like that. So
Oh, I'm in. Those two kids have already had me tugging by my heartstrings.
Oh my god, with Sindel's backstory too.
wait, all I'm gonna say, I have so far I've got Sindel's backstory done, Aaron's backstory done. Adria, I'm working on yours. Crystal, I have a good idea where I want to take yours, but I want to see where some of you guys go first. So since I got two of them, and also Tazir's backstory is done, Florian's backstory is done. You've already started it. Don't even realize it. You started it, and now you've met Raza and Elia. That's more potential stories there, if you so choose.
My
Yeah.
Up
gosh.
to you guys.
Sindel is gonna annoy the shit out of Raza to teach her how to speak Clan Ratha.
You can learn Clan Ratha. It's not hard.
Oh no,
It's
she's
very,
gonna
very
learn
simple.
it. It's
I
gonna
think we should
happen.
all learn it because I'm really tired of not understanding Tazir.
but
Well,
you gotta
I could
understand-
understand him when I had to speak with animals. I think it was that I understood him.
Yeah, you're right. You did.
Not gonna say anything else. This is the parts I live for as a DM, is staying quiet. I love this part. You guys see it, it's right there, but you just can't see it. I love it.
So when are we playing next?
Well, I'm free all every day except for tomorrow. Tomorrow night I'm not free, but Sunday through to the 19th, I'm free every night.
Can
I am
we
here
play
for it.
Sunday?
It's up to you guys.
I
You tell
think
me.
Mackenzie works.
Do you work Sunday?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Damn it, you work this weekend. Okay.
Yeah. Today is the 1st. I am free Monday and Tuesday and Thursday and Saturday and Sunday. Not Sunday.
I can do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
You'd have a double?
Yeah, I'm cool with it. Like I said, I've got all of your story fleshed out. So we're working on your arc right now. So once you complete the arc, you've got a level.
I'm gonna say the 5th through the 10th, I will be in Disney.
Well, so you guys okay with Monday?
I can do Monday.
I'll take my laptop with me.
I am going to say that I'm going to give you guys the option to play a 1 to 2 session game after Sindel's story arc because it's going to be emotionally heavy. I'm not going to lie to you. It's going to be tough.
Okay.
I'm rather proud of this story. I'm really proud of the arc it's going to take. I'm happy with it.
I need to prepare myself to cry. I'm gonna bring tissues for
Yeah.
the next 2
You're
sessions.
probably going to cry.
Probably.
I guarantee you're going to cry.
There you go.
I will buy you waterproof makeup. I'm just
There you
saying.
go.
We got this shit.
All right, ladies.
Best girl, I'm just still
I
like,
got to go to bed.
I know, me
Yes,
I got to
too.
get up like 7 hours. Sucks.
Good night.
But
night,
we will
Chris.
have Monday. Good
See you
night.
guys Monday, okay?
Okay, bye, you guys.
See ya.
All right, I'm hopping off too. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye,
If
Adria.
I can get my hopefully my webcam will be here. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.